Okay, Dante, this is your first at bat in the first game, and we've talked about this, but in the wintertime, I just want to see you keep working on loading. Because you can see as you've hit here, see how you've started to come forward with your hands? Just started to come forward with your hands a little bit, right? And you still do a great job staying connected. Your top hand's a fist away from your back shoulder. You can see everything else. Now you're out in front, so obviously it's going to look bad there. But if we can just stay back and not commit, right? You can see how as your foot's hitting, you've already committed, right? And how much our weight is forward is just going to make it harder to time the baseball, okay? So that one we were ahead of, and we fouled it off. Now this is the one that we put in play. You can see the same thing as your foot's coming down. See how you're starting forward? See if you're starting forward, right? We're real heavy on that front side. Not real heavy on that front side, but I would love to see us back, right? So we can hit and turn and go. We've just committed so much there on our stride. I think with our weight coming forward and with our hands starting to come forward. Again, you can just see how your hands are coming forward. And it just makes it tough. And you're so quick. Let's load up on our stride so that we can stay back. Because you still stay so connected right there. That's so good, so good, so good, so good, so good. But I think what really throws us off is we're just getting so jumpy at it right there. That's not a real good position to hit from. Okay, Dante, this is live off of Coach Whitty, and you can see same thing we talked about before as you're taking your stride. See how your weight's starting to come forward, and see how your hands have started to come forward as you take your stride. Boom. Boom. Again. That's what we want to take out. We want to be going back and be a lot softer on our stride and have our hands going back. Now, if you watch my glove, just watch my glove, you can see where the pitch is going to be. See how the pitch is going to be away? Okay? And by committing so much on our stride there, it's just difficult to stay back and shoot that ball the other way. Instead, we just got out in front a little bit, and you can see that doesn't look like extension to right field, and it just threw us off a hair. Again, you stay connected tremendously. Everything else is so good, Dante, but what we need to do is get loaded there. That will allow us to stay back better and have that direction going out to right field on that pitch away instead of just missing it by a hair, and we got the pop-up there. Okay, Dante, this is your second at bat live off Coach Whitty, and you barreled this up. You hit it real well, right? And you can see we've got good length through, because I want to encourage you that you're doing so many things well, right? And this is a pitch that we had great length on. We can see how efficient we are as our hands move to the baseball. Really good, Dante. So many good things going on. See how your lower half is leading the way. You're doing a nice job. I still want to see us work on taking that out. You can see as your foot's coming down, we're starting to get a little heavy here, and we're starting to get movement back there. Just that little bit, right? And think about how much more power you would have to hit that ball if we were still back here and we hadn't shifted some weight there. Because even doing what you're doing, you're naturally so talented. Look how good that works, Dante. Right? You're going to be so good and hit with so much power if we just don't get there on our stride, but we look more like that when our stride foot hit instead of being down there. But then from there, you do everything so well, we can just be better if we don't get to there on our stride. Let me zoom it in. See how we're starting to come on our stride? That's all we want to do in the off season is take that out. Take that part out. Take that part out. And we're going to be so much better. Okay, Dante, this is your first at bat off the close, slow machine. Same thing we've been talking about. How we're getting a little bit heavy on our front side, and our hands are just starting to come forward as we're coming down. Everything else good. We stay tight. We just want to keep working on taking that out. Take that out. Let's be going back and have our weight back as we get down there, okay? Okay, Dante, here's your second at bat in the last game where the machine was close, and that's all we want to work on, bud. Just let's be going back on our stride. We get a little heavy there, and you can see you're still super tight. That's super efficient to the ball. We just got out in front. I mean, you can still see, Dante, you're working away, your head's down, you're doing everything right. Look how efficient that is. Look how efficient that is. You can't teach that. That's so, so good, okay? Your movements are great. All we have to do is cure one there. 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 That's all we have to fix, Dante. Everything else you do is good. Here you just got out in front. But you're efficient to the ball. You're long through. You're just going to be very dangerous once we get that taken out. I'm telling you, man, you're going to hit 400 with pop if we can get loaded on our stride right there.